What's up, everybody? It's your boy Crumb Diddy, and in today's video we're going to discuss as to why I think a Pokemon game with all the regions could actually work. Now, I know a lot of PokeTubers or whatever you call them have made videos in the past saying as to why it wouldn't work, the leveling process would be horrible, it wouldn't fit in the cartridge, we don't want a good Pokemon game to come out, so stop asking for one. I mean, all these reasons they've mentioned before. And I'm not saying that I completely disagree with them, but I think a lot of the reasons that they have mentioned don't apply to the year that we're in. We're in 2015. I think if we're in 2003, yes, their video would make more sense. I'm not hating on the videos entirely. I just don't see how. I think just it's an excuse, to be honest with you. Because let me start tackling some of the reasons why I think it would work. First of all, a lot of people say it wouldn't fit. I disagree because let's face it, the 3DS cartridge itself holds anywhere between 8 to 10 gigs. Now, I've heard so many people tell me that that's wrong. It actually holds way more than that, okay? So many hardcore, whatever, people say that that's bull. I don't know where you read that, Crumb Diddy. It actually holds way more. But I've read officially 8 to 10. I could be wrong. Maybe all those nutcases are actually correct. Maybe it holds more. But either way, whichever answer is correct, it still is in favor to the franchise. Let's face it, Pokemon Gold and Silver, back in the late 90s when they were making it, they had an issue putting both regions together. Thanks to Satoru Iwata, he implemented the whole data compression where he actually compressed the file, almost like a zip file, and made it work. Now, if that technology back in the late 90s worked, now being in 2015, where technology has improved and Game Freak and Nintendo have way more money, let's face it, technology plus money equals freaking power, equals miracles, okay? They can do it now in 2015. I believe that it would actually, they can make it fit, and they can actually make it a 10 gig file and fit the whole thing in there. I think it's something that us Pokemon fans deserve. Here's another thing. They say the leveling experience will be terrible. Well, here's how I counter that argument. A lot of Pokemon fans will tell you, and if you go on the forums, any forum website you want to choose, there's so many of them, doesn't matter, pick one, you'll find the same answers all the time. People are tired of the linear gameplay. They're tired of every game that comes out. They come out with 100 plus new Pokemon, which some of them are just new evolutions of old Pokemon, okay? And a new evil gang with a new evil leader and a legendary Pokemon that ties into it, and of course the 8 gyms in the Elite Four. It's getting old already, okay? I mean, yes, they're still gonna make copies, you know, of these games. They're gonna sell millions and whatever. That's why they keep doing it. But the reason why they've been lazy is because they're just making money. If Pokemon made Pokemon poop and Pokemon urine, they would still buy it. Because of the fact that the franchise is so powerful that it doesn't matter what amount of pile of crap they come out with, people will still buy it. Now, I think the linear gameplay can finally come to an end. They can fit this on a cartridge. They can put all the regions together, and what they need to do to kill this linear gameplay is let's be able to choose what region we want to start in, okay, and make one badass epic story. It can have maybe multiple endings depending on what actions you do, but let the story actually continue in every region. So let's say you start off in the Kalos region, the story it cliffhangers on you, and to finish the story and actually, because you want to finish it, it's badass, you want to finish it, you move on to the next region of your choice, okay, and depending on which one you choose determines how the story unfolds and continues. I mean, and let's say the whole leveling experience, they say, oh, leveling would be a nightmare because by the time you get to the next region, you'll be at 100. Well, no. Let's do what other MMORPG games, now I'm not saying Pokemon's an MMO, but I'm saying let's do what other RPG games and MMO games have done and they've been doing for almost 20 years, and that's level scaling. So let's say you want to take all 6 of your Pokemon, or you want to do what Ash does and only take one and start, continuing this badass story into the new region as you're conquering the 8 gyms. All the wild Pokemon and all the Pokemon trainers and their gym leaders, all the Pokemon they have, all their Pokemon will scale to the level of which is in your party. So let's say I have nothing but level 60s, right? Or I have one level 60, or all level 60s, or they're all in the same level range. Then every wild Pokemon, even a Rattata, will be level 60 when it pops out. It's called level scaling. I mean, they did this in Gold and Silver. When you went to Kanto and you go to the starting areas, the early areas, you're not seeing level 9 Weedles, they're high level Pokemon. So let's do the same thing we've already done before and implement an old school technique called level scaling. and that every Pokemon that you fight, whether it's a trainer or a wild one, their levels scale to the ones you have on you. So the difficulty stays challenging all the time. It would increase replay value, and it'll give us a chance to bring whichever Pokemon we want to bring over, you know, and just continue going through the story. I think the linear gameplay has to come to an end. It's getting boring already. Let's have one epic storyline, okay, that ties all the regions together, and to fight that whole level, the leveling thing would be a nightmare. To combat that and to counter rebuttal that, just do level scaling. That's it. That solves the whole problem. End of story, you know? And I mean, let's face it, it's either that or yet the same thing over and over again. A new region with new Pokemon that half of them are probably just evolutions of older Pokemon, you know, or ones that only evolve once and that's it. They're not really viable, okay? And let's just bring it all together. I don't know, call it Pokemon World. I don't know. But let's bring character customization into it. Let's pick the region we want to start in. You know, let's have level scaling to keep everything smooth and balanced. Okay, and the difficulty's still there. Let's have one badass epic storyline that we actually want to finish. We want to see where this is going, almost like a Spanish novella. Okay, and let's catch them all, dude. For once, let's be able to catch them all. Like, I hate when they do this, like, gotta catch them all, but you can't because you gotta buy this game, you gotta buy this game, and then you gotta buy this game, you gotta transfer this, you gotta transfer that. Let's stop that, bro. Let's stop making new Pokemon. Let's take a break on that for a second, okay? And let's just include all the ones we already have in there, and that's it. I mean, come on, dude. It's not hard. People are like, it wouldn't fit. It wouldn't fit. Like, oh my God. Like, how can you actually want a Pokemon game that's fun? Like, how dare you? Like, oh my God, mathematics, EVs, IVs, or whatever. Oh, stop with that bullshit, dude. Let's have a game where it's actually fun. I mean, these games are too easy, man. Like, I just finished picking up, finally. I know I'm late, but I finished picking up Alpha Sapphire. And man, did I fly through that, man. I didn't even have 6 Pokemon. I beat the game with only 3 Pokemon. It is, dude, it is so easy. It's not even challenging, dude. Like, I mean, the gameplay is so linear, dude. Like, come on. Let's do something different for once. I mean, Pokemon fans deserve something new for once. I mean, I'm excited about Pokemon Go. But come on, dude, let's make this happen. Anyways, guys, that's my video as to why I think a Pokemon game with all the regions could actually work and why it would be fun. Let me know what you think in the comments below. It's your boy Crumb Diddy. Peace.